Hey there guys, this is Zach with MtGOathBreaker, and today I'm bringing you a budget Nahiri Storm of Stone with Steel Shaper's Gift deck tech. This deck will cost you less than $100 US. Here we go. The Oathbreaker for this build is Nahiri Storm of Stone, with Steel Shaper's Gift being our signature spell. Nahiri is great in this build because she's going to help you reduce the equipment cost of all your equipment, where Steel Shaper's Gift is going to allow you to pluck that perfect equipment out of your library and equip it to your guy to help you win the game. For the creature slot, I've packed this build full of cheap creatures with great abilities such as Heroic that trigger whenever you target them with one of your enchantment spells or one of your equipment spells. Most of the creatures in this build either get bigger, add more creatures to your board state, or allow an evasion tactic for you to get through damage. So in this build, I've thrown in Shram Senior Edificer as a way to have extra card draw. Hero of Erois and Danitha Capsation are in there to also help you reduce the equipment costs of your equipment spells and your enchantments. Cards like Restoration Specialist, Ironclad Slayer, Tethmost High Priest, and Tragic Poet are in this build to help you get some of those enchantments and or equipments back from the graveyard once your opponents nuke them. Some of the raw power in this deck comes from Kemba Ka Regent and Valduke Keeper of Flame, because when you throw your equipments on them, it's going to increase your board state, where a Croning Conscriptor is in there to help you deal with some of your opponent's more troublesome creatures that you may be having a little bit of issues getting off the board. For the equipment package in this build, I've decided to use cards like Gorgon's Head, Swiftfoot Boots, Explorer's Scope, Darksteel Plate, Army of Erois, and Rogue's Glove. All of these are very cheap, and when you have your Oathbreaker and a Danitha on the board, they become free to equip to your creatures. The big time firepower in this build comes in the form of Godsend and Helm of the Host. Godsend is amazing because it buffs your creature pretty substantially while making it hard for your opponent to want to block them, and Helm of the Host is really great at creating a insane board state by putting it on one of your most troublesome creatures and just having it multiply over and over again. Since we lack removal in this build, I've decided to fill it with enchantment auras. Detainment Spell, Darksteel Mutation, and Defang are great ways to slow your opponent down while continuing our aggro game ourselves. Sigarda's Aid and Pia's Revolution help add extra value. Sigarda's Aid is there to help you cast your aura and equipment spells as though if they had flash, and Pia's Revolution is going to help you by allowing you to ping your opponent for 3 damage anytime that they try to remove one of your precious equipment spells. For the land package, I've kept it pretty simple and easy at 22 lands. I added Blighted Steep to give you life gain against fellow aggro decks. Terramorphic Expanse allows you to search for basic lands and put them onto the battlefield. Rogue's Passage allows you to get through some of those equipped creatures unblocked, and Looming Spire throws a 1/1 counter and first strike on one of your creatures. If you're tired of keeping things budget, there's a few ways you can spice it up a little bit. Stoneforge Mystic and Pure Steel Paladin cost a little bit, but can be added to your creature base. And any of the Swords of are going to be great additions to this build. You can also upgrade the land package by adding Arid Mesa, Rugged Prairie, or if you want to break the bank, you can always add a Plateau in there to spice it up and show off to all your friends. Alright guys, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this 4-minute video. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. If you have any ideas or any suggestions for any future builds, budget or otherwise, please go ahead and drop a comment into that comment section. And thank you again, and I will see you on the next one.